What's up, guys? I haven't done a video in a while, so I'm actually just shutting down. I actually got a few hours left, or I think I got 3 hours left, but I don't feel the greatest, so stomach's not feeling well. You know, for some reason I'm really tired. I got really tired, so I'm a guy that doesn't push it. And I don't expect anybody that's driving to try and push it. If you don't feel well, shut on. I got to my delivery. That's what matters. So, and there was a truck stop real close, and I was able to shut down there. So, my pickups, I don't know, about 45 minutes away. I could have made that, but my load information says it's not ready till tomorrow. So, I guess I'll just, and I didn't feel like calling and going through that rigmarole to find out if I can go get it right now. So, but anyway, I'm still here. I'm still at Veriha. No complaints on the company yet. I actually went through their training the trainer program, so I am an official trainer now. Haven't taken a student yet. Well, I lie. I had one for a week. He was a 5th week student, and his other trainer got hurt, so they had to put him on a truck so he can test out, you know, or so he can continue his training and get on his own truck, start making some money. So I had one for a week, but it was his last week, so he knew everything. I really just rode in the passenger seat and just kind of watched to make sure that he did everything right. So, but I'm looking forward to that. Seeing how that plays out. Yeah, I'm in Iowa. Mount Pleasant, Iowa. That's where I'm at. And heading to Illinois after this. So from there, I may be heading home. Who knows? Because I'm supposed to be home every Friday and Saturday. So, and my fleet leader, I just got a new fleet leader because of becoming a trainer. So there's one fleet leader that takes care of all the training trucks. And so she's been pretty good about getting me home. Miles have been a little low, but I don't think that's her fault. So I think it's mine. When you get here, or any company, you know, the most important message you probably ever send, besides your inspections, is your ETA updates. And, you know, I'm not sure how every company does it, but like mine, when I leave a shipper, it asks me when I'm going to be available for my next load. So say I'm going to be there at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's a drop and hook. So I'll say that I'll be ready about 11 for my next load, because it takes about an hour or so to do paperwork and go through security and actually drop the trailer, find your spot, find an empty. So yeah. But it also asks me, you know, I'll be available at 11 o'clock, and how many hours am I going to be out, have to drive? So that tells them what next to get me. So, but I'm still getting used to the system, I guess you would say. I'm starting to get it down, but I mean, it's not that hard, obviously. But my big thing is I like to give myself a leeway. So if I think I'm going to be there at 10, I'll actually say I'm going to be there at 11, and then say I'll be available for my next load at noon. And then if I'm going to have 7.5 hours left to drive, I'll put that I'm going to have 7, or I'll put that I'll have 6. To be safe, I don't want to get to the point to where I'm rolling with 20 minutes left on my clock and there's no place to park. So I don't want to be one of those guys that's parking on the side of the freeway, you know what I mean? So So you got to remember that when you do get into this business, if you get into this business, to make sure you do those proper messages, because that's your money right there. You can't always blame your fleet leader if you're not sending in the right messages to let them know when you're going to be available and how many hours you have. Yeah, they can look it up, but that's a lot more work for them. And I mean, regardless of what people think, what drivers think, those guys bust their butts. I've done a couple training, I've been in our corporate office where our dispatchers are and our customer service are and our load planners are. I walked through them, met them all, and they could barely look up from the computer and say hi to me because they were so busy. They were constantly typing, and it wasn't like Facebook. It was, the system, they were emailing, they were doing something. So they're busting their butts to make sure that you keep rolling. So cut them a little break. I understand that some crap happens, but let's see, what else did I want to talk about? So Veriha, yeah. I'm hoping I get a new truck here soon, because I became a trainer, and I heard through the grapevine that we're getting a shipment of 2018 Cascadias. I don't know how true that is, but maybe I'll get me a new truck. Not that I don't like this one, but it'd be kind of nice to roll around in a 2018. I wouldn't mind it. So yeah, I started college. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't mind this job, but it's not something I want to do the rest of my life. Everybody knows that I talk to, even the company knows that. So I don't see myself retiring from a driving position. I'm actually more interested in like human services, criminal justice. I like helping people and being there for people and being the one to call on when you need help, type of thing. I was a volunteer firefighter for 15 years. I miss that dearly, and I want to go back to it. But being over the road, it's kind of hard. So, because the fire department puts money into you, and then you can't ever make a call. So, you're only home 2 days a week if you're lucky, and those 2 days you want to spend with your family. You want to spend, getting stuff done around the house, vehicle repairs. You don't want to have to go work. Although I don't consider firefighting work, I enjoyed it, so I had fun doing it. So yes, I am looking for local opportunities, but like I told my fleet leader, I would never leave this company hanging. I would never, abandon a truck. If I had a student, we'd work it out to at least so I could either finish their training or get them on another trainer without any delay. So I am looking, but most of the jobs at home they want degrees for, and so I started college. Right now I'm only going half-time because I'm trying to get used to it, and it's a lot of work. I'm in math and English right now, and two of my most hated subjects, and I'm doing them online, so there's no communication with an instructor face-to-face, so I don't have anybody I can look at and ask questions. I hate writing, but I have to do it. I have to do it to get through this, to go through my criminal justice program. I'm gearing more towards corrections versus law enforcement. My goal is to become a probation officer or parole officer of some sort. But I'll take a corrections officer position, or if I was to go into law enforcement, you can become a road patrol guy with just going through academies, but to move up, lieutenant and all the supervisor and chief even, you need those degrees. So that's the way of the world now. There's no more walking in off the street and getting a livable job without a degree, unless you're going into trucking. Trucking is one of those things to where As long as you can shift, drive a truck, not hit anything, be safe, you can make a decent living. You're not gonna get rich. Don't get me wrong, you're not gonna get rich, but you can make a decent living. So I started that, and actually I'm gonna be getting off here in a second and doing some schoolwork. So I want to get some math caught up and get ahead, try and get ahead while I'm sitting here. My math is pretty simple, actually. It's basic math because I'm an idiot. So so yeah. So if you got any questions, comments, leave them in the comments, and I will do my best to get back to them. I'm not gonna lie, I don't check YouTube every day. I should, but I missed a couple comments on some people and felt horrible about it. But I was able to reply, and they were still, watching. So, but if you got any questions or comments about about this, or what you want to know about the company, I will do my best to find the answer. So, if you are trucking, be safe. If you're not trucking, look into it and check out Veriha, Veriha.com, and they're a good company. So, thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.